During a session of Newspin, UWP Public Relations Officer Leanord Montoute addressed a statement made by Prime Minister PM Pierre during Monday's pre-cabinet briefing. The Prime Minister said that during the UWP's 5 years in office, not a single audit was conducted.
The board encountered challenges in obtaining the necessary supporting documents for the subsequent financial years. 2017 to 2018, 2018 to 2019, 2019 to 2020, and 2020 to 2021, all under the governance of the United Workers' Party. No audits were performed, none.
Montoute, who served as the minister responsible for the St. Lucia Social Development Fund, SSDF, under the UWP administration, disputed the claim, saying it was not the case.
So what the Prime Minister is suggesting is a blatant, outright lie, that it was the UWP that did not do any audits and so on. On the contrary, it is the SLP that had not done audits from 2012 to 2016. Okay, and we had to bring those up to date before we continue with to get the audits current. In 2016, the last audit that was done was in 2012. Okay, during my tenure, especially under the leadership of the last chairman of the board during my tenure, a concerted effort was made to bring the audit up to date. By the time we were about to demit office, they had brought it up to date up to 2016. After I demitted office, the accountant at the SSDF continued with that program and had audits done until 2018, and that was done under the SLP. That is before he left.
He further stated that audits conducted before 2016 were classified as qualified audits.
The audits that were done prior to 2016 were referred to as qualified audits. Now, bear in mind, I'm not an auditor, I'm not an accountant. I'm repeating to you the instructions that I was given. And the reason why I was told that it had to be qualified audit, it is because the records were not, all the records were not available to be able to do an unqualified audit. Now, I can stop here, Tim, and behave like the Prime Minister and let you assume or speculate that it is because the SLP was hiding information or there was something untoward and so on. But I do not know that, so I'm not going to suggest that in any way, either by not giving you the full picture of what the situation was, or by making insinuations.
He also explained why the audits had not been kept up to date.
The reason why all of the records, one of the reasons why all of the records were not available, it is because you would remember that when the SLP came into government in 2011, they vacated the premises that they were in on the John Compton Highway. I forget the name of the building here.
Colony House?
Colony House, thank you. Colony House. They vacated those premises and they went to the Millennium Highway in Kúbaril, near the Millennium Highway in Kúbaril, to rent new premises. I remember speaking on that, at the time. I referred to it, and I'm not bringing that up on your program now, that I'm just telling you, giving you a background. I referred to it as a situation of seeing after the boys, because there was a place that was clearly not appropriate for the office, and besides, I said it would have been more of a hassle for poor people to find themselves at that location as compared to a location closer to Castries.
He alleges that when they returned to office in 2016, they found the building housing the office in Kúbaril in poor condition, with inadequate storage for important records. According to him, many documents had been kept in containers, leaving them vulnerable to damage. He further explained that when the board later moved to bring the audits up to date, efforts to retrieve the records revealed that many had been allegedly damaged by water and affected by mold. As a result, some of the documents were no longer usable, creating additional difficulties in completing the audit process. He maintains that the records had been up to date before the problems with storage and damage occurred. For 7TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.